Hello again. The reason why we were never seeing our output text is because in our while loop we were saying as long as the choice is different from tree, keep on doing our previous, keep on displaying the output. So what I can do is, because we know that once the user picked tree, the program will end. So in this case, we can just say if user choice was 1 or 2, then do these options, else we say thank you for playing. What would you like to do? Calculate a sum. 7. What would you like to do? Generate a random number. 5. Quit the application. Thank you for playing Evo. Goodbye. Okay, so now we've made a really interactive application. First we welcome the user, then we display the available options to the user. Displaying the choices returns an integer based on what input the user gave. So let's go over all the code again. So first we greet the user, we read his input, we store this in the username. We welcome the user. We then execute a function called display choices, which returns an int. So first we give him the option of 3 different options, so calculating a sum, generating a random number, or quitting the application. We read the user's input and we store it in a string called user choice. We then convert this string, or we try to convert this string into an integer. If it is, as long as it isn't an integer, or the value is smaller than 1, or the value is bigger than 3, we tell the user the input is not a valid choice. And then we store his new input again. And we keep on doing this until he enters a number from 1 to 3. Then we return this number. So user choice is 1 to 3. As long as the number isn't 3, if the number is 1, we're going to calculate a sum. And after we've calculated a sum, we're going to ask the user for his input for his choice again. If the number was 2, we're going to generate a random number, and we're going to store this and display the options again. And we're going to thank him for playing and say goodbye. So calculating the sum, we create a random generator. We generate a number from 0 to 10. We do this for both numbers. We ask the user to calculate the sum. We store his input. We validate his input to make sure that it's a numeric value. And then we check if his input was correct. So we calculate the correct answer. We compare the sum that the user entered with the correct answer. If those two values are equal, we say congratulations, you are correct. If they were not equal, we say unfortunately that's not the right answer. Generating a random number. We ask the user to generate a number between 0 and 10. We ensure that his input is an integer, that it's bigger than 0, and that it's smaller than 10. So if one of these 3 values is false, we keep asking the user, hey, your input was not correct, please enter a number again. If the user's input was correct, we confirm what he said, what he picked, and we generate a random number, and then we keep track of how many times we've generated a number. And we keep on generating a new number until we find the correct one. Okay? That was our first very interactive application using while loops, using conditions, and yeah, thank you for watching.